But the Cowboys are worth to Dak. As the QB and Cowboys continue contract negotiations, the article argues that Dak should take a discount because of all the benefits from playing for America's team. The article quotes Stephen Jones, who praised Ezekiel Elliott for his latest deal. Stephen said this: "I think Zeke bought in and gave us the terms we wanted on the front end of his contract." You'll look at where it compares to the other backs. A lot of the money comes at the end of his deal, so he gets his average salary per year average up. He got that. He said, "I understand what y'all are trying to do." He knew we needed him to take a little less on the front end. We've been all over this from the beginning. All over this.
Wow,
well, this
that's
guy
an
has.
Interesting quote.
Shannon, I start with you here. Should Dak take an America's team discount?
Hell no. He's under no obligation to give a team a discount.
Watch your language on this show.
Heck no.
Family show. Nah, it's not a family show.
You know what,
It's not a
baby?
family show.
Look, he's
It's an
under
early
no
show.
obligation to give the Dallas Cowboys a discount, because once you give a discount, you perpetuate something, and then they always expect a discount. There's a reason why you do not see the Four Seasons and the Ritz-Carlton advertising rooms for $200, because they know once they go down there, they'll never be able to charge $1,000 again. And see, what happens is, once you give a team a discount, guess what they expect, Jenny? They expect everybody else to give them a discount. So I'm telling Eric Shanks right now, I want to go into negotiation with you, because I want to say, you know what, Jerry, do you know how much money you making from AT&T? Do you know how much money you getting from Pepsi and SeatGeek and everybody else? So you should be willing to give us a discount to do these TV rights. But he's not going to do that, nor should he. Skip Bayless, look, they always says taking a discount, but taking a discount, does that guarantee? So is Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones guaranteeing if I give them this discount, we're going to win Super Bowls? That's what you said. You said guarantee it. They can't guarantee that, because there are no guarantees in sports, because anything can happen. I give up $25 million. I get hurt. What am I doing now? Then what? Where's Jerry and Stephen at? See, they try to sell this notion, America's team. Well, if you win in Dallas, hell, you win anywhere. John Elway did not play in Dallas. John Elway is a big deal in Denver. Dan Marino did not play in Dallas. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go even lower. Mark Lorette played offensive lineman. Big deal, and guess what? Got green chili, selling green chili out of Yin Yang. Ed McCaffrey. Ron Smith selling coffee. I look like Juan Valdez. Yeah. So if you win, you need to win regardless.
It's about winning.
Mark Brunell, Skip, how he doing in Jacksonville? He a big deal, honey.
Just because he beat you.
But it's about the winning to have
It's about the winning.
All right,
And you see what Stephen trying to do? Stephen tried to spin it. Well, you know, Zeke, you know, most of his money on the back end. Oh, well, how about this here? You gave Zeke an extension. He had 2 years left on his contract. How you feel about that, Stephen Jones? Tell the people that. Well, we had Zeke Elliott under contract for 2 more years. So if you gave him $1 more than his contract stipulated, Zeke won, but he's trying to spin it. If I'm Dak Prescott, it seems to me Dak ain't listening. It seems to me Todd France is not hearing what they got to say, Skip Bayless. And again, you see what they're doing, Jen? I told you earlier, they keep trying to sow these seeds, hoping they grow. But guess what, Skip Bayless? They sowing these seeds, but Dak's mind is not fertile soil. They haven't taken root yet. He ain't hearing nothing they got to say. And they just keep sowing them. They don't try to plant mustard seed. They try to plant turnip seeds or apple seeds. It ain't nothing took root yet, because he ain't hearing nothing they got to say. He said, I want my money. I'm giving you an honest day's work. Hey, I ain't giving you no discount on my play. How my play? Is my play discounted? Okay, I'll tell you what. You discount my money, I discount this play. How you like that, Jerry? How you like that, Stephen? I didn't think so. I'm not giving you a discount. If I choose to, if I say, you know what, guys, I'll be willing to take less money. I'm going to bring that to you. But don't you bring your buddy here in the negotiation expecting me to give you no discount, because it ain't happening.
Really? Are you now negotiating for Dak Prescott?
I might be. Todd, call you, boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you'd go in there and just tear things up.
I ain't trying to tell nothing, Skip Bayless.
If you were running this negotiation, Dak would be in Cabo right now.
No,
right?
no, Dak. No, Dak. Keep doing what you're doing. Because the price going up. The price is not coming down, dude.
Well, but you say he's average at best, so how's he going to keep on keeping on, right?
You know, hello. You know how sports work. Sports is not based on what a player's worth. What does the market dictate? The market dictate old Dak should get about 120 plus $100 million at the time of signing.
Because we know he's better than Carson Wentz, and we know he's better than Jared Goff. We do. We know that.
We talk about trying to get a discount because this is America's team.
Okay, back to the Stephen Jones quote on Zeke's negotiation. All I heard that day that the news broke, that all of a sudden Zeke's back from Cabo and he has agreed to a new deal. All I heard from this seat, and especially from that seat, was, look, Jerry just got taken to the cleaners by Zeke. Jerry just crumbled. Jerry just got fleeced. No. I sat over here and I said, no, he did not get fleeced.
So why'd you do a new deal? You didn't have to do anything. So
obviously, he had earned a new deal. All he'd done is lead the league for 3 straight years in average yards per game.
Zeke won. Yeah. So if my contract's not up and you give me more, how did I lose?
You got ahead of the curve is what Jerry Jones did, and I warn you about him. He doesn't have the highest football acumen. When football IQ is in place on the table, sometimes things go afoul, go amiss. But when it comes to negotiating, this is the slyest old fox, and he will get right in your henhouse. He'll sneak right in the back door when you are not expecting it or not looking. And in this case, when it comes to a salary cap, nobody can put on his thinking cap the way Jerry Jones can. And I told you what was going to happen. He would finesse and finagle a deal that would allow Zeke to beat his chest and say, I'm the highest paid running back in the league. I make $100 million.
Right.
And then you start to break it down and you look at second level, third level, and you say, wait a second, this is actually a team-friendly deal because 30% of the $100 million come in the last couple of years, and I'm knocking on wood for Zeke, but we don't even know if he can make it that far in the deal.
True.
Okay? So he got a good deal, but he did not get a great deal, and he did not fleece Jerry Jones. The truth was Jerry fleeced him.
How?
Because he's worth way more than he got. That's what I told you that day.
But Skip, he's
the best running back in football.
Contract.
Oh, come on. Well, he had outplayed it times 10.
But that's what they use. He's under contract. Okay. So if he was in the last year of his deal, if he was totally free and he signs this deal, I get it.
Okay,
but if I got 2 years left.
Now you got him under wraps for the next, what is the go out, like 7 years?
Yes, it was a 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so for the next 7 years, he is under your quote-unquote control financially.
Maybe 6 years.
Okay, maybe 6. But whatever it is, it's going to take him to the end of his career.
Yeah.
So now you have no more worries about Zeke and money. Yeah. And your Super Bowl window is opened wide open. It's all the way up to the top right now. So for the next 3 or 4 years, you have maxed out your ability with a team-friendly deal with Zeke to add to get Amari done, to get Byron Jones done, to get all the right contracts done to max out your Super Bowl capabilities.
So what was the likelihood? So let's just say for the sake of argument, you keep talking about he has Zeke under contract for the next 7 or 8 years. What was the likelihood that Zeke was going to play 7 or 8 years at the running back position in the style that he plays?
Thank you. That's what Jerry's thinking. So, Zeke, you got to do us a solid here.
And that's what
you got to give us all these years so we can spread it out, because now in the next 2 years, his base salary is 6.8 this year and 9.6 the next year. That's your base salary.
That's your base. Okay. So guess what, Skip?
Cap friendly.
Okay. His base salary. How much did Jerry give him to sign?
Yeah. Okay, so what? What's your point?
My point is, think about this. He was only scheduled to make 13. He's going to make 15 in base salary, plus the money Jerry gave him to sign. Jenny, how am I losing? If I'm under contract for 13, you give me a deal for now I got 15, plus another 25 to sign.
Is he a happy camper?
Yes! Hold on. You mean to tell me, as opposed to making $13 million over 2 years, I can make 40? I'm supposed to be sad about that? I didn't think so, Skip Bayless.
I know, but if you leave him in Cabo and let him sit through the season, what does Jerry look like? He looks like a fool.
Well, exactly. So, hold on. If Jerry was so good, he can win. I can win this.
Jerry won this one.
Skip.
Yeah, he just did.
Skip, I'm trying to.
He's got him under. He's got the best running back in football under a team-friendly contract that's going to take him to the end of his career.
Skip.
Thank you very much. Game over. Jerry wins his quote-unquote Super Bowl.
All Zeke was trying to do was maximize the money over the next 3 years. I believe Zeke Elliott is going to make at least $45 million. Let's just say he makes $45 million. Well, Skip, he was only scheduled to make 13 over the next 2 years. So if he gets 45 over 3, how did he lose?
He's worth a lot more. I told you he was. And again, Dak is about to more than double him in guaranteed money. And that's just wrong. Because Dak isn't twice as valuable as Zeke.
Well, but the thing is, Skip, he plays a different position, and we know the quarterback position gets played more.
I'm just telling you what the deal is. And Jerry and Steven are very happy with that deal. Now let's get back to America's team concept.
Please.
It really operates. It's why, and I know you threw the Broncos at me, but trust me on this. Troy Aikman grew up in Los Angeles and then Henrietta, Oklahoma, and he now lives in Dallas, Texas. And Michael Irvin, the playmaker, he grew up in South Florida in Fort Lauderdale, and he lives in Dallas, Texas. And Emmitt Smith grew up in Pensacola, went to the University of Florida. Did he go home? No, he's living in Dallas, Texas. Deion Sanders is a good one because he played in Atlanta and he played in San Francisco, and he's obviously from Fort Myers, Florida, and played at Florida State and Tallahassee, and he lives in Dallas, Texas. Why? Because they can max out their postseason earning power in Dallas. No city. And Denver is close. Denver is close. But no city hero worships its pro football stars like Dallas does.
And what you name all those guys. You name Troy and Deion and Michael and Emmett, Roger Staubach. What do all those guys have in common? Would they have the earning potential that they had they not won those Super Bowls?
Nope. Got to win Super Bowls.
That's true.
Okay, then.
Got it. No, you're right. But if you're even a lowly member of the Super Bowl roster, if you're almost a no-name, if you will just win, put your ring on and stay in Dallas,
be part of it.
You can get paid to attend the opening of a letter. That's what it will be. You'll get to go every weekend. You can just see in the paper online, you can just see so-and-so, no-name Cowboy from Super Bowl team is appearing at X dealership, right? It's what happens. You get a retirement deal that just lasts and lasts.
I mean, some guys like that. I mean, Ray's like that in Baltimore. Ray is a mythical, a godlike creature because he won and he chose to reside there. I think I don't know for certain. There's no way to prove it, but I think I could have been an even bigger deal had I chose to live in Denver. Skip, that's not what I chose to do. Hell, I'm up here with Skip Bayless without living in Denver.
Life is good.
So I ain't all bad. I'm up here with Jenny. I'm up here with Jenny Town.
I appreciate that. That's what it is.
How that is.
But in Denver, you still are that person.
And I didn't even play in Dallas. Who knew? You mean to tell me you can get a job and you don't have to play for the Cowboys? Wow.
There you go.
Who's the hottest new commentator on sports television? Could it be Tony Romo?
Skip, Tony is good.
Wow. But that was...
Is Chris Collinsworth a slouch?
No.
And he played in Cincinnati.
There's another guy who went back to the field this year who didn't have quite the same success in the booth. So it's not an automatic.
But did he not get that chair on Monday Night Football?
If you don't live up to it.
And I'm sure off his auditions, I knew him from just dealing with the media. You know, he wasn't the greatest, the most electric personality, but did he get in the Monday Night Football booth? Yeah.
Booger McFarland, he's doing it now. He played at Tampa and Indy.
Okay. Huh.
But but what did he have?
What did he do?
Good. But Skip, what did he do? He won a Super Bowl in Tampa. He won a Super Bowl in Indy.
It's credentials.
America's team. Here's what happens. All of a sudden, Dak Prescott has $50 million guaranteed off the field. Some of it's from disability insurance, but others come from long-term deals with Pepsi and Tostitos and Campbell's Chunky Soup and Beats and DirecTV, and I can just go on and on and on and on and on and on. I think it was up to a dozen ads just last year, and it seems like he's added a couple. That's what happens when you are the quarterback of America's team. And in this